shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Now, Jason, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that solution, hydrogen peroxide, dissolving bugs?
I read it on the internet somewhere. I didn't figure it out. It was not my idea originally.
I like that old commercial on TV. They said, the internet don't lie. They said, where did you hear that from? He said, the internet.
Where'd you hear that?
The internet.
And you believed it?
Yeah. They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Where'd you hear that? The internet.
Yeah, but it just dissolves those little bugs.
Yeah,
Right.
I've heard that before. Just like when you've got a cut on you, you know, it dissolves that blood, that dry blood and dirt and stuff out of you.
Right. And you don't have a problem with it on you, as far as the plastic or anything?
I haven't had any problems. I've used it on 2 or 3 bikes, and so far I've not had any problems with it.
Yeah, mix your bottle peroxide in with your spray solution, huh?
A lot of people recommend to cut it with a little bit of water, but I always just spray it on full strength. It may not be good for it, but I've never had any trouble doing it that way.
Jason will find a way. Hey, Jason, have you thought about making another CB setup for the Cardo yet, or you?
Yeah, I talked to Mike from Blytheville, and he wants to split a 2-pack.
Yeah, he definitely said.
Yeah, I'm going to get another one because I needed another Cardo too. And I'm going to split a pack with him, and then I'm going to order another clamp kit. And so that way I'll have one to put on the bike, and I need another one to put on that HJC helmet.
Okay. Yeah, he did say he wanna split a pack with you.
Yeah. Told him I'd look on Amazon and find one. Go ahead and order it.
Hey, Radar.
Yeah.
You also have the Cardo PackTalk Bowl.
Yeah, I think I had a J&M before this.
Okay. How long have you had your Cardo?
I've had these about 6 months. I got a set of them, the 2-pack.
Okay. Any particular? What made you go to Cardo?
The J&Ms were just the audio quality wasn't very good, and I just got to looking at. I wanted to get another set. I got to looking at some reviews on the internet, and it seemed like the Cardos had a little bit better rating than the Sennas.
Okay.
And just went ahead and decided to try those out.
Yeah. You know, I had been endorsing Cardo here for the, since sometime last year. I didn't know if you had, if my videos had anything to do with your decision to switch.
Yeah, I was also aware that y'all had, some of your guys had started switching over. And had real good results with them.
Now now that you have the Cardo, what do you think about it? What's your thoughts on it?
They're great. You don't have with the J&E. I can't compare it to the Sennas, but the J&Ms were just a lot harder to set up.
Right.
You might get on the bike one time and they work fine, and the next time you'd have to repair them.
Right.
Just a lot of static and hiss and pop, and didn't have very good range. And these seem to be the total opposite.
Yeah. Well, I was running those Sennas for a long time. And speaking of Senna, if anybody need to buy a used Senna, you can hit me up, chriscaliente@yahoo.com, or you can call me direct, 901-468-9032. But I was running those centers for a long time, and we was having all kinds of issues. But, you know, I don't like to bounce around. And it had got to a point, and Wavy, he finally said, man, forget this, man. I'm switching. So Wavy jumped over to the Cardo, and they took a trip out to, I think, New Mexico or something. And when he came back, he said, Chris, man, I just absolutely love the way they perform. And he said, you got to try it. And I was still kind of skeptical, but, you know, I'm like, I don't really like to just try different things, you know. And he said, well, just try it, Chris, and see what you think. So I tried it, man, and, well, I reached out to Cardo about it. And make a long story short, I got the Cardo put in, and I tried it, man, and I absolutely love it. So I like to just thank Wavy for, you know, getting me to take a look at it. And, of course, once I took a look at it and realized how much quality the product really is, I pretty much started endorsing the Cardos. And a lot of people have been making a switch, and I'm still happy to this day.
Just having any kind of communication at all is a game changer when you're riding a motorcycle. But when you've got reliable communication that works all the time,
right,
you can actually hear the other person, what they're saying.
Right.
It's nice.
Have you ever did the range test on it between bikes, Mike?
I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't really seen exactly how far out I can go, but
okay.
What little limited riding I've done with other people that have them, we've never got with a situation where we were really far apart.
Well, let's spray it out a little bit. If you can, Jason, drop back a little bit, and I'm gonna speed up a little bit and try to get out in front. And I want to show you how the range on these Cardos are so much better. Can you still hear me okay, Radar?
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. It sound like you're just right behind me.
Yeah, it's still clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have to get way, way on up there before they even start breaking up.
Yeah. How far would you say I'm in front of you now, Radar?
I'm not very good with distances, but
probably only
maybe
a quarter
mile, maybe.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, I can see your lights. I can't see you, but I can see your light. And it's got a pretty good line of sight range on it, as long as you're in line of sight.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're further out now, and I can still hear you clearly.
Right. And the good thing about it, I love the auto reconnect. And like I say, it's got a line of sight, so, you know, once I get out of your line of sight.
Yeah, you just went over the hill, and I don't see you anymore.
You don't see me anymore?
No, not right now. Hey, you came back to the view now, but yeah, you're still clear.
Right. Can you still hear me, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still hear you guys loud and clear.
Yeah, and you're way up there. You're probably at least a half mile, maybe more.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm at the 184 mile marker. Let me know when you guys get to that 184 mile marker. So I think the range on it is phenomenal.
Okay, I just passed the 184.
You just passed the 184?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to demonstrate, you know, the range on these Cardos and how clear they sound even at this distance.
Yeah. Now, at the distance you're at now, when that hill kind of separated our line of sight, you broke up just a little bit, but I can still understand everything you're saying.
Right. And then it comes right on back in there. So, you know, when they do these field tests, it's probably, you know, they may not even be moving. They just may be, you know, just do a distance test, you know, line of sight. So
I had my antenna down. I just popped it up. I don't know if that made any difference. Or
oh,
not.
you had the antenna down. Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of stretching on out a little bit then, since you had the antenna down. And that has a lot to do with it, too.
I'd say you're probably about 3/4 of a mile ahead now.
Yeah. I'm coming up on the 184. I'm sorry, the 182. Can y'all still hear me okay?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So, you know, and of course you're not going to be this separated with the group, but that's the thing I like about the Cardo is it brings everybody back in. I'm going to slow down so you guys can catch up with me.
Well, as I understand this technology, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you get spread out, it's kind of like a phone towers that kind of links the signals together from helmet to helmet.
Right.
So that the very front rider can still hear the very farthest rider away just as clear as if that person was right behind him.
You are correct. Yeah, it kind of does like a leapfrog kind of deal. Yeah. It uses everybody's helmet as the antenna.
Yeah.
So
and from what I've read on the reviews, Cardo really has that mesh technology down.
Yeah.
Better than anybody else.
Yeah. And see the new 30K coming out. They want to say, you know, the new 30K coming out. I feel like they didn't even fix the problem with the 50 series is coming out, and I feel like they didn't even fix the problem with the 30K. So if they had a 20 and they came out with a 30 that was supposed to be better than the 20 and it was worse than the 20, how is the 50 supposed to be better than the 30? So, you know, I'm sticking with Cardo. I'm gonna let Jason. Jason gonna let me know how the 50 series is when he buy it.
Shoot, I ain't getting that thing. I can't even get my 30 to act right.
Yeah.
But that's what's so disappointing is, you know, people went out and got what they thought was supposed to be the latest and greatest and spent all that money, and it was worse than the 20.
Yep. And why do they have to announce that we're coming out with a 50 series and it's not even out yet?
Yeah.
You know, just drop it and say here it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's been their track record to say coming soon, and that coming soon is a year. That's like Apple saying the iPhone 15 coming soon, and it takes them a year to come out. Well, we know you're going to come out with a new product at some point anyway.
Yeah, I think that's to keep people from switching over.
Yep.
You know, don't switch over yet. We got something new coming out. It'll be here, so just wait.
Oh no.
I think they've lost because Cena had a hold on the helmet communication for a long time. You know, they were actually like GoPro. You know, GoPro's got a hold on that industry, but I think Cardo has caught them and is passing them now, and
Cardo have exceeded. Cardo done went up the hill and round the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But the only two things that I like better about the Cena, I like the clamp kit on the Cena better. I think it's made a little better.
Right.
I mean, this thing has never fallen off, and I don't guess it ever would unless the helmet took an impact or something. And then when you get a phone call, I wish it didn't cut you off from the group or whoever you're paired with when your phone starts ringing.
Does it cut you off?
Yeah, as soon as your phone starts ringing, it cuts you off from whoever else you're paired up with.
Okay, let me try it. Let's see that, because I'm gonna take my Caliente line, and I'm gonna call my phone, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna cut me off, because I'm on with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying that once somebody call you, you hear it ringing in your helmet, but it takes you out of the conversation because
Yeah. So you don't have a chance to tell somebody that, hey, I got a phone call, I'm gonna answer it. You know, you can't even do that. It just, unless you hang up, unless you deny
Right.
the phone call, then it'll put you back in the group. But
Yes.
I mean that's just a little thing, but everything else is so much better. I mean that's really not that big a deal. It would be nice if it was like the Cena where you could hear your phone ringing in your helmet, but you could still talk to people and tell them, say, look, I got a phone call, I'm gonna take it.
Well, here's an option, and this may not help. If you're on a group chat and you don't want your phone to interfere with your group chat, you can always just disconnect the Bluetooth off your phone.
Yeah, that's right.
And you don't have to worry about if your phone rings, will it disconnect you from a group chat?
Yeah.
But if you got an important phone call coming in and you don't have it Bluetooth to your device, you may miss an important phone call. So you have to ask yourself what's more important.
Yeah, and I just thought about it. I guess you could go ahead and answer the call and then hit your phone button and go back into the group and say, hey, I got a phone call. I'm going to take it. I'll be back in a minute, and then go back private with the phone. You know,
Speed up a little bit, so she may. What's Jason? Oh, Jason right there. Okay.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you know, I guess for me, I would just turn on my Bluetooth on my phone if I'm worried about it. You know, with the center, it did ring, but you didn't have to answer it, and you still could be in the intercom chat.
Yeah, and you don't have to answer it on the Cardo. You can say, I forget what the command is. You could either say answer, or you can say like ignore or cancel or whatever.
Or
it'll put you right back, with everybody.
Correct. Yeah, but I guess that could be an inconvenience.
Yeah, I mean it's not that big a deal. That's just the only thing I would change about it. If they could make that change, that would be nice.
There's nothing in the setting that give you a priority. What have you tried to look in the setting?
No, not really. No, I have not really played with it, so I don't know if it's something you can change or not. I don't know.
Yeah, because it seems like the phone is getting priority, but you may be able. I don't know. I have to look in the setting. It may or may not be a situation where you could actually tell the headset to not make the phone call the priority.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you'll be able to turn that feature off. But is it there? I don't know. But I'll look and find out when we get to our destination.
But the battery life on these things is really incredible compared to the Cena too. I really
it is.
Like how long the batteries last.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this question, Jason. If you could do it over again, would you buy a Cena or buy a Cardo?
I would go straight to the Cardo, Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But, I had that 30K that I got from you, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
But when I bought that 20, first I got the 20 Evo, which is the same,
right,
I guess, except for the antenna. But I like that 20 a lot better than that 30.
Right. Yeah, me too. Now, I enjoyed the 20 a lot better than the 30. And the 30, man, to me was just a big disappointment for the way I use it. If you're a single rider on the bike, it works fine. If you got a passenger on the back and both of you got 30s, it's fine. But when you're talking about group riding, it sucks.
Yeah, it was not good. And that 30, the voice recognition on it was not good at all. It would constantly ask me to say a command. It was thinking, or it was hearing something that sounded like me talking to it.
Right.
And it would do that constantly. But that's, you live and learn, try different things, and they come out with new technology all the time, and, so.
That's true, man. And technology is evolving. I mean, 10 years ago, this was unheard of.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, technology has came a long way in the last 10 years.
Yeah, just up until about 3 or 4 years ago when on Harleys, when you bought a touring bike, they came standard with CB radios.
Right.
And helmet communications has come so far now. Harley even took the CBs out as standard equipment. Now you got to pay extra for one on those, just like you do on the Gold Wings.
Oh man, another way to get you, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, Mike, you said that you was thinking about putting a CB on your Gold Wing.
Yeah, I had one on my 17, and I ride with some guys that ride Harleys, touring bikes, and generally when I ride with them, that's how I communicate with them on a trip.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because a lot of those guys don't wear communications in their helmets.
Right. I tell you what, man, these helmet communicators are more of a, I think they fall under the aspect of safety.
Oh yeah.
I done got to where I don't even listen to my iPod. I rarely, maybe if I'm riding by myself, I don't even listen to my music.
Yeah.
I guess for me, most of the time I record, so I wouldn't be listening to music, but I don't even use the infotainment on my Gold Wing. I will use the CB radio every now and then,
To be on a trip with more than one other biker and just trying to communicate, you don't have Bluetooth communications. It's just a lot more difficult, less enjoyable.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sound like I heard.
Yeah, it kind of broke up a little bit there.
Yeah, it might be one of them antennas. That antenna is right there.
Yeah.
That's what does it. Because I noticed when it does that, we round an antenna. There's a second one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think sometimes it gets a little interference.
Yeah, I think when we come into the areas where those antennas are, it makes the helmet communicators kind of act a little funny.
Because I haven't even tried. I'm going to see if I can get my phone to play music through this thing.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. You got music on your phone?
Yeah, walk off the door. I guess I can get it to turn it on. Let me try it and see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Google. No, it won't. I guess I don't have the setting turned on my phone. It wouldn't let me.
There's a setting in the Cardo phone app where it'll pick the 5 closest stations to you wherever you're at.
Oh yeah.
And you can listen to the built-in FM tuner on the headset. I've never used it, but I played with it a little bit. I'm like you, Chris. If I'm by myself, I might listen to my radio, but
it won't play my satellite radio app either through the phone. I guess I have to have them on, like have the apps open.
Yeah, you should be able to. I think if you got the phone, I don't know if it'll play Pandora, but like if you got phone music saved on your phone.
Yeah, I know to do that. Yeah, but it should play the app. I guess I have to open the app up because it's just like having a pair of wireless earbuds. It's
right.
Just, it'll just Bluetooth to this headset. But,
okay.
yeah, I haven't played with which I just got the new phone the other night too, so I still gotta do some stuff with it.
We'll be about 35 minutes. We'll be at our destination.
well, temperature is up to 64 so far.
Yeah, I'm showing 65 on the
Yeah.
Caliente LCD. On the bike, I'm showing 64. So 64 on the bike. Well, 65 on the bike, 64 on the LCD.
How does that, Chris? How does that rear passenger wind guard? Is it very helpful?
I don't know. The first lady rides, and she said she couldn't tell. I like it because I got it tied into my light, so when I apply my brakes,
Yeah.
it flashes, So I like it for visibility, if nothing else. But does it actually work? I believe it does, but I don't know.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Especially at night when it's lit up, man, it looks real good.
So at night it illuminates that symbol, the gold wing symbol.
Yes.
Yeah.
It illuminates it, and then I got it tied into my brake modulator, so when I hit the brake, it starts flashing.
Okay.
So I like it just for the extra visibility.
Still got some items I've got to put on this. Trip pegs on the front,
Right.
and a cup holder. I had the Kiriakin arm guards on my 17 for the passenger that swing out. I don't know if I'm going to put those back on or get something different. I've got a few other things I got to do to it.
Right. Cell phone
See
tower.
what? Putting all those LEDs on there that's not cheap.
No, it's not. It's not. It can get expensive.
Especially if you do them all at one time.
Yeah, that's true. That's the best time to do it. That way you don't have to keep taking your seat off, putting it on. The first lady said, how many times you going to take the seat off the bike? I said, baby, it'd be different if I had all the accessories. Well, at that time when she was asking me. You know, if I had all the accessories right in front of me, so I had to go back and add.
Yeah, I found the easiest way to get that seat back on is to get a wood dowel rod, stick in those holes, make sure they're lined up before I start the screws in.
Yeah. And then I use I don't use I bought those pointed screws off of Wing Stuff. I used to go back with the OEM screws, but they're flat.
Uh-huh.
And when you go to, line them back up with the threads, they don't want to line up. But those pointed screws are fine, to find the point.
Yeah, I bet they do work better. I've never seen those for sale.
You never seen the pointed screws?
So what?
You say you never seen the pointed screws?
I don't guess I've ever seen them on the Wing Stuff site, no.
Yeah, they under, if you look under, I forgot what they call those things, seat assist, bungee seat assist. I think that's the name of the deal. And right there you'll see the screws. I think they call them tapered screws.
Yeah, I guess they are tapered. Some, I don't know, but yeah, they're pointy on the end.
Yeah, they point it on the end instead of flat.
This would be the stock seat bolt that came out of the Honda Gold Wing. If you notice, the tip on it is flat. If any of you guys are having a hard time putting your seat on, it's because these tips are flat. I want you to take a look at the bolts that I'm using on my Honda Gold Wing that I picked up from Wing Stuff. I'll include a link down in the description if any of you are interested in these pointed seat bolts. If you notice, the OEM seat bolt is flat. The bolts that I picked up from Wing Stuff is pointed, so when you put it back through the seat, it just finds the threads automatically. The flat bolts are hard to find. You got to line it up perfectly, and it's just hard to get the seat back on using the stock bolts. So you can pick up these pointed bolts along with the bungee seat assist from Wing Stuff. I'll give you guys a better look at it as soon as I get it off. Find these, and so these are good for running your cargo net through them, so you can strap down items on your back seat. They're very easy to install. They just go on the back of the handle, and they go right in on the side of the seat. And you can actually buy this in a kit. You can buy it in a kit. It comes with the pointed screws, and it comes with the bungee assist. Again, it is so much easier to use the pointed screws than it is to use the flat OEM screws. I just wanted to show you guys the bungee assist that you can pick up from Wing Stuff, and I'll include a link down in the description below.